What's going on, everybody? Tyson BS Card Hub. We're back with some more Topps NBA's 2025-2026 Topps basketball. These are the value boxes. So we already ripped into the hanger boxes. Now we're moving on to the value boxes. These ones are coming in at 7 packs per box, 12 cards per pack. It's going to be a lot of the same stuff that we've seen. They are the paper cards. It's flagship Topps products, so it's like Series 1, Series 2 baseball. Same design, same paper stock, and a lot of the same familiar inserts and parallels with some new stuff added this year. Obviously, everybody's looking for Cooper Flagg. He is basically the chase this year with, a couple of the other rookies behind him. And then, guys like Wemby are kind of big chases. Wemby, SGA, Giannis. They got some pretty good stuff in here. So, yeah, coming in the value boxes, we do have some different parallels that are going to be in here. So much like the hanger boxes, they run the Diamante parallels. Here we're looking for season tip-off parallels. We can also get a lot of the same inserts that we can get out of Hobby. So, All Kings, definitely one that's super cool. Probably one of the cooler looking inserts in here. There are some retail exclusive ones in here as well. The Sonic Boom, I believe it is. That one is retail exclusive only in value boxes, mega boxes, and the hanger boxes. So we're going to go ahead and just basically get these open, get some packs out of here, and get to ripping. Like I said, it's a lot of the same stuff we've seen. It is the same design as baseball. So it's kind of one of those ones where it's not new as far as the design, just because we have seen it before. But it's new because Topps has the license for NBA now. And they really pump the print numbers up on this. So these, I picked them up from GameStop. I believe 23 Duff. It was like $22.75 or something, $23.75. So right around 23 bucks. Once you get that GameStop discount of like 5%, yeah, right about 23 bucks. So there we go. 4 blasters. We're in it for about 100 bucks, which isn't terrible. You get a lot of cards out of here. And like I said, everybody's going crazy for it because Topps finally has the license. This is probably what we're going to see. People going crazy next year when Topps has the NFL license. Because next April is when Panini basically has the cease production because Topps is taking over. At least for NFL. But here we go. NBA, let's get into it. Like I said, 12 packs or 12 cards per pack. You're going to get a lot of cards. We are going to get a ton of cards in here. Like I said, obviously we're looking for some of the new rookies. Let's see which way is up and which way is down. That's the thing I did notice in the hanger boxes is you get a ton of horizontal cards. They did a ton of horizontal cards in this set. There's Zachary Ricochet. This is that's the 1980s throwback. So Ricochet on the throwback. There's 8-Bit Ballers Kevin Garnett and Austin Reeves. Not too bad. I always got it wrong in baseball. I believe that's the holofoil if I remember correctly. I think I was calling it sand glitter when I was doing baseball, but sand glitter is Hobby exclusive. I believe that one is the holofoil. Then you of course got the foil boards. The Diamantes are hanger only. Neely, little Shaq on the throwback. Here you go, Shaq of the 1980s throwback. There's Scotty Barnes on the power players. So yeah, cool cards. I mean, the Topps baseball, cool design. Found some decent stuff in there. Topps Series 1, I think it was. I think it was Series 1. Treated me pretty badly. Paolo Banchero. Matas Buzelis. I think that's one of the one of the blaster parallels there. Very nice. I'll take that. Yeah, Series 1 treated me badly. I've talked about it before if you've been around the channel for a while. And I think I still have a Series 1 Mega sitting on the shelf because I think it's one of the power players. It's one of the power plays back there, but that may be numbered. Very nice. This is like an all vets pack. Look at that. There's Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, George Gervin, Drake Powell, Noah Asingwe, probably mispronounced that, but there's a Paolo Banchero power players. I don't see a number, but that is on the power players on the holofoil. Very nice. Ben Simmons. Yeah, it's not numbered, but it is on the holofoil. We'll take that. We'll take that all day. Do have some of the hits back there from the hanger boxes. If you haven't checked that one out, make sure you check it out after this. Also, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications if you like these. Trying to decide if I want to do hobby or the jumbo boxes. There we go. How about a Generation Now Cooper Flag and Emmanuel Quickly on the 1732 of 2025. There we go. I get a numbered card and a Generation Now insert of Cooper Flag. Like I said, Cooper Flag is the big one that everybody's looking for. This guy, like, he is just taking over social media feeds. Yeah, the Cooper Flag, the 1/1 Superfractor, that one has been pulled. Confirmed. I noted it when I was doing the hanger box video that I believe it had been pulled by the time I'd recorded that, which, I mean, it's kind of crazy because this product's been out, what, a week? Less than a week? At least by the time I'm opening this. And Cooper Flag 1/1's already been pulled. There's Will Riley. So, kind of sucks because that's like, you know, obviously a big chase to have a 1/1 of the top rookie go off the board within like the first week. Jalen Wilson on the 80s throwback. Malik Monk. Look at the code on the back because that's kind of weird to have a Malik Monk right in the middle of all the parallels there. So if you're looking at the codes on the back, 872, if I can get it, 872 on the back, that is the code for the base cards. So if you go back looking for, you know, image variations and that sort of thing, just know that 872, that's your base. Anything other than that, you've got some other type of insert, parallel, something like that. Obviously, go back and look for things like golden mirrors, image variations, that sort of thing. There's power players, Scotty Barnes. You pulled this card like 3 or 4 times now. Joan Behringer, a little rookie on the full board. Would definitely love to pull an All Kings or the hardwood. Just like the heavy lumber and the baseball, they do have the hardwood wood cards. Yang Hansen, another rookie here. This 80s throwback. Cheto. And Jalen Suggs. Just like baseball, you get a ton of base cards. So if you are a set builder, this is for you. This is a set builder's dream. There's Will Riley, Generation Now. Yeah, you get a ton of base cards. I pretty much guarantee that the mega boxes are like, you will drown in base cards if you get the mega boxes. Which luckily have not been too crazy as far as pricing. There's Chris Murray. Isaiah Hartenstein. And for the lead for the Cavaliers, yeah, luckily everything's been hanging out pretty close to retail, or MSRP, I should say. Just be careful. Hopefully now that the Cooper Flag 101 has been pulled, the hobby boxes, hobby and jumbo boxes aren't going to go super crazy. Kevin Werder, Generation Now Cooper Flag again. Because usually, you know, once all the hype starts building up, everybody wants to go hunting for the big names. And luckily now that the Cooper Flag Superfractor has been pulled, I believe people kind of lay off it a bit, and we don't see, you know, $300 and $400 boxes, hobby boxes of, you know, flagship basketball. That'd be a little crazy. Maxime Renaud on the throwback. And I have a little Cooper Flag Clutch City. Sean George. So Cooper Flag Clutch City, this is one of the new inserts they put in here that's kind of a throwback design of some older cards that they've got, or older, you know, inserts from other sets. It's a pretty cool one. They did do pretty good. I will say that Topps did pretty good with their inserts in this. So a lot of the inserts and parallels look really good. You know, you got things like 8-Bit Ballers. I believe that we saw that in like Topps Stadium Club Baseball. If I am correct, I could be wrong. 582 out of 2025, Kelly Oubre Jr. But yeah, we're going to see a lot of returning inserts, a lot of returning parallels, but there are some pretty good ones, and Topps did pretty good. I think the one that they kind of hyped that I'm probably a little disappointed in is the Sonic Boom. It is a retail exclusive insert, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of plain Jane. There's Danny Wolf, rookie. On Malak. And Jarris Walker on the full board. Yeah, the Sonic Boom, kind of plain Jane. Like, nothing too crazy. It's just a refractor or a holofoil, a foil board, I should say, with a, like, yeah, yellow swoosh on it. Nothing too crazy. There's Vucevic and Maxey. So yeah, let me know down below what you think. Have you opened any of this? Are you gonna try your hand? Stick to if you are sticking to retail, trying for hobby. Hornets, Kalkin Burner, Vince Carter, Okongwu on the holofoil. If you want some of the other, like some of the kind of cool inserts and everything, you do have to go for hobby. They made a lot of that stuff hobby exclusive. There's Niederhauser, throwback, and Yang Hansen, Generation Now. Yeah, there's a lot of hobby exclusive ones that you got to go for. You got to go for the jumbos and hobby boxes to actually get them. Which is unfortunate. I do believe we have a numbered card back here. Very nice. Should look like purple, so out of 250. There's Carter Bryant, 8-Bit Ballers. And Max Strus. Okay, so that's just the pink. There we go. Okay. Not numbered. That's just the pink holofoil. Not numbered. Look purple. Purple is out of 250. Not that lucky today. Definitely need to at least try the mega boxes. I've always liked the mega boxes out of most products because mega boxes tend to give you a pretty good you know, variety of hits. Nothing too crazy, but you actually get, you know, you get a lot of cards. You tend to get a lot more parallels, inserts, that sort of thing. A whole bunch upside down. Just two. All right. VJ Edgecombe, Generation Now. All right, down to our last, I think about 6 packs here. Sleeve and top load a lot of this stuff after the video. That way you don't have to spend 30 minutes watching me sleeve and top load cards. Jeremiah Fears, throwback. There's Maluk and Porzingis. Well, let's see an autograph. Not hit an autograph yet. We have hit a couple numbered cards out of both the hangers and this. Have not hit any autographs yet. I'll have to go back later and look for things like golden mirrors, that sort of thing. There's Terrence Shannon on the parallel. I think the Diamantes look way better than the value box parallels. The value box parallels, they're so plain. They're just kind of, you know, little silver hoops. The Diamantes at least have the kind of shimmy shine to them, kind of cool design. Value boxes, they kind of mailed it in with the parallels. There's Tyrese Proctor on the throwback, rookie. Vince Carter, 8-Bit Ballers, and we already got that one. And Showtime, Star Shine in LA. We got 4 packs left. Big thing in this, I believe it touched on it in the hanger box video. As far as autographs, there are going to be a lot of guys that are still signing with Panini. So with Topps having the license, yes, they have the license for the teams. They do not have the license for all the players. So there's going to be a lot of players that don't sign in this. You are going to have guys like Cooper Flagg does sign, Wemby, LeBron, but you're going to have a lot of players that are still going to be Panini exclusives. I think SGA, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's still a Panini exclusive. Yeah, there's a bunch of other guys that are still Panini exclusives. Oh man, that could have been so good. If that was a Cooper Flagg on the holofoil. There's Con Newpel on the holofoil generation now. And Mathurin. Man, that could have been good. I saw kind of the blue. I got excited. Very nice. I'll take that. What, number 4, 4th draft pick. Still a good pickup. All right, last 2 packs. Let's see something in here. Let's see an autograph. Not gotten an autograph yet. Gigi Jackson, Carter Bryant, and the Hornets on the full board. All right, last pick pick a pack of pickled peppers. This is last pack mojo. Go Giannis power players. Oh man, what a what a dud of the last pack. A Giannis power players. So there we got it. 4 value boxes or 4 blaster boxes. Not terrible. Like I said, you get a ton of base cards. If you are building sets, I mean, retail is going to have your back. I mean, I could get close to building a pretty good set here. Overall, it's not a bad product. It's what we've seen out of baseball. It's a lot of the Series 1 and Series 2 designs. I mean, it's not bad. And right now, the value is good. Because like I said, the value boxes, pick these up for about 23 bucks. You can get the hanger boxes for about $10 to $12. So these are not terrible if you're cool with, you know, getting a lot of, you know, parallels and inserts that, you know, good PC stuff. A lot of base cards for building sets, but as far as, you know, big massive hits, you know, you got to go hobby for that. I mean, that's the way it always is. But overall, I'd say it's not a bad product. Good job, Topps. I like it. I'll probably end up ripping some more. Anyways, I appreciate you for hanging out. I'm going to stop rambling on. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know down below what you thought. If you're going to be ripping any of this, I appreciate y'all for hanging out. And I'll catch y'all next time.